Hello, today is April 14th, 2011, and we are in pre-production of the short film Husky. Husky is a working title at the moment, throwing around a few other ideas. Obviously, it's kind of misleading. It has nothing to do with the dog. The lead character does have these two alternating coloured eyes. So pre-production is flying. We're trying to sort out filming dates now, post our exams. It's quite tough. Myself and Lily are producing the film, so it's a lot of work, a lot of commitment to try and get it done, promote the film, plan the film visually, and plan the film technically in terms of organisation. And I was speaking to some movie guys, producers and film gurus, whatnot, and one of the things that came up in conversation is insurance. And insurance, not just for your equipment, for your cameras, for your hire, for your gear, but for the production. Stuff like your actors, their safety, literally just production insurance, because it's a form of work, a form of business, and businesses have insurance, films have insurance. You may not have known, you may have known. And I realised I've never had insurance on any of my productions. It's all been very guerrilla style. Come up with an idea, go out, shoot it, edit it, put it on YouTube and send it off to festivals and hope for the best. And it's worked quite well. But obviously with a bigger production such as Husky, which involves some younger actors, some older actors, not that old, such a bigger production on so many levels, including locations, that I realised insurance is going to be not a necessity, but if it does, is the film is as good as I hope it's going to be, and I want it to be as successful as I hope it will be, then it's going to need some paperwork to go with it. So I'm not going to get insurance. My solution is waivers. Kind of like when you go paintballing or such activities, quad biking. Instead of insuring yourself to go quad biking, you sign a waiver to say, whatever I do, whatever injuries I sustain, it's my fault. So I figured, don't need insurance, just get everyone to sign one of these, and then we're sorted. So when BBC come knocking and say, hey, we love your film, we want to show it, but we need to see you have the right paperwork before we can broadcast it, because we don't want someone calling us up saying, hey, you didn't have permission to show our performance. Well, I have a waiver saying, you can use my performance, you can do whatever you want with my performance. The performance is yours, as long as I still belong to myself, and anything that happened to me whilst filming is my fault. I agreed to do this stuff, and I even signed. In fact, I printed my name twice and then signed. So that is my solution. I'm going to try and type one up for locations as well. And that is our pre-production solution to insurance. Don't get insurance. Get waivers. Hopefully no one will moan. There's no small print. Like, it's all size 8 and above, so. My prize of the No Limits Film Festival was the signed DVD of Colin, but the funny thing is that I've met the director twice, and now I've got a copy of his signed DVD, so now I feel like a stalker. If you're watching this, Mark Price, I'm not a stalker. Yeah. So what I've been doing is using this quite old technique that I actually picked up on from this behind the scenes footage from Rebel Without a Cause. And the idea is that you go through the script, and for each new scene you put a horizontal line, and for each new camera shot you put a vertical line, and then you can work out how many shots you're going to need. Obviously, the main thing with this script is that it keeps on cutting between scenes. When I actually numbered all the scenes, there's 31 scenes, but realistically there's only about 7 or 8, and it just cuts between them. Obviously, well, in the first draft I actually had one scene, then the other, and then the other, but that didn't really represent how the film is going to feel, how it's going to flow, what it's going to be like when it's actually made. So I wanted to actually write it as it's going to be presented in the final form, which is this cutting between these scenes, and slowly we get these revelations and all things good like that. So some of the angles will be repeated by vertical lines, but the idea is I'm actually storyboarding literally every shot we're going to be filming. So next to each of these vertical lines I can put a number which will then be translatable to the storyboard shots which I'm drawing up at the moment. And then I'll literally, when we film, say, this scene, I can just see shot number 48 and then just go through the storyboard, find shot number 48, and we know how to frame it, how to light it, the kind of lens to use. And that's the advantage of being completely prepared, because
I just bought costumes and contact lenses for Vinny, main character. I just found some old notes, like the original sketches and plans for Husky, and he was actually called Wilson, which is probably a better name. I could change it, but I've told everyone it's Vinny now. So we're also still casting. We just did a casting call for some of the remaining characters on a few different sites, and we've had some responses so far. So we just got to knuckle through and choose the best people for the roles and push this movie further.
please put your questions in the comments box below. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're not watching it on YouTube, go to the YouTube page and post your comments, and I will be I will be answering the questions in each subsequent video. The cast list is all coming together at the moment. We're sorting out the first day of filming, which is all quite exciting, really. Got some really good, talented cast members, so I'm really excited about that. We're just going to have to wait and see how it all pans out.